So have a good day. So I'm Sir Jamson. So our topic for today is all about factoring formulas. When factoring, there are a few special products. If we can recognize them, can help us factor polynomials. It is very important not to confuse the meaning of expanding and factoring. So these are exactly the opposite procedures of each other. When we say expanding, literally means multiplying out, while factoring means writing the given expression as product of algebraic expression. Pag sinabi po natin factoring, is the process of expressing a given number in terms of prime numbers. Then factoring is the reverse of multiplication. To factor an expression means to write an equivalent expression that is a product of two or more expressions. So first topic po natin is about factoring by greatest common factor. So factoring out of the greatest common factor or tinatawag po natin GCF is perhaps the most used type of factoring because it occurs as part of a process of factoring other type of products. So the formula used is AX plus BX is equal to the X times the quantity of A plus B. To factor out common factor, divide each term of polynomials by the product of the greatest common factor. So pag sinabi po natin common factor, a factor contained in every term of algebraic expression. Then pag sinabi po natin greatest common factor or GCF na tinatawag, is the highest factor which is common to all terms in algebraic expression. So meron tayong step na sinusunod sa GCF or to find GCF. Una po, we need to factor each completely and pangalawa po, we need to multiply all common factors. So for example, we need to find the GCF, then factor. So our example or our given is 15x squared minus 10xy squared. So we need to find the prime factors. So pag sinabi po natin prime factors, pag sinabi po natin prime factors, kailangan muna natin malaman kung ano nga po ba ibig sabihin ng prime numbers. So prime numbers, so when you say prime numbers, sorry for interruption, a prime number is a natural number greater than 1 that is not a product of two or smaller numbers. A natural number greater than 1 that is not a prime number is called a composite number. Ibig sabihin daw po, lahat daw po ng number natin na hindi prime number ay tinatawag po natin composite number. So ano-ano nga po ba yung example ng prime numbers po natin? So these are the example of prime numbers. So delete po muna natin to. So these are the example of prime numbers. Having 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, and so on and so forth. Ibig sabihin, lahat po dito ng kulay yellow is an example or an example of a prime numbers. Then lahat po ng hindi po kulay yellow or kulay gray po dito is an example of or our example of composite number. Pag sinabi po natin composite number, hindi po to prime numbers. Okay po? So balik po tayo. Dahil alam na po natin yung prime numbers, pwede na po tayo mag-prime factorization. So we need to prime factorization of or prime factors of 15x squared. So the prime factor of 15x squared is equal to 5 multiplied by 3 times x times x. Kailangan po, yung factor niya po, nagagamitin po natin number is a prime numbers. Kasi topic po natin is factoring or prime factorization. So yung 5 po natin is an example of a prime numbers. So tama po yung pag-factor natin. Dahil yung 5 po is kabilang po siya sa mga prime numbers. Then yung 2 naman po is then yung 3 naman po is also kabilang po siya sa mga prime numbers po natin. Ito po. So balik po tayo. So pag nagpa-factor po tayo dati, ginagawa po natin, gumagamit po tayo ng wait lang po, loading lang po ah.
Now to do this, I'm going to use something called a factor tree. A factor tree is just a diagram that helps you keep track of multiple factoring steps. When you factor a number, you write the 2 factors below it with lines or branches going to them. And then, if you factor one of the factors, you do the same thing again. You'll see how it works as we do this example. So let's get started. 12 can be factored into 2 times 6. So we're done, right? Well, not yet. Because we're doing prime factorization, we need to keep going until all the factors are prime numbers. So let's see if they are. Well, we know that 2 is a prime number, but is 6 prime? No, it's not, because 6 can be factored into 2 times 3. And both 2 and 3 are prime numbers, so now we're done factoring. And if we bring down that 2 that we had from the first factoring step, we can see that the prime factorization of 12 is 2 times 2 times 3. Now I know what some of you are thinking. I didn't want to factor 12 into 2 times 6. I wanted to factor it into 4 times 3. Well, okay then, let's try it that way. This time we'll start by factoring 12 into 4 times 3. But remember, we need to keep factoring until all of our factors are prime numbers. So let's see. Are 4 and 3 prime numbers? Well, 3 is prime, but 4 is not. 4 can be factored into the primes 2 times 2. And again, if we bring down that 3 from the first step, we see that we have 3 prime factors for 12. And they're the exact same ones that we got the first time. That means no matter which way you start factoring, as long as you factor all the way down to prime numbers, you'll always end up with the same group of prime factors.
So okay, dahil alam na po natin yung prime factorization, balik po tayo sa pinaka-topic po natin. So we need to find the prime factor of 15x squared is equal to 5 multiplied by 3 times x times x. Then we need to find the prime factors of negative 10x y squared is equal to 5 multiplied by negative 2 times x times y times y. So our GCF po, aalamin po natin dito kung sino po yung may kaparehas. So 5 and x. So magiging GCF po natin, it will be 5x. Okay po? Then yung matitira po nating number na walang kaparehas, ito po yung nasa loob po ng quantity po natin. 3 and x. So 3 multiplied by x is equal to 3x. Ito na po yun. The negative 2 multiplied by y times y. So y times y, or simply, combine like terms, y times y is equals to y squared. So our answer will be 5x multiplied by the quantity of 3x minus 2y squared. So next, number 2, para lalo na po natin manawaan. So our given is 12x squared, y raised to 5 minus 30, x to the 4th power, y raised to 2. So we need to find the prime factor of the first term, which is 12x squared, y raised to 5. So prime factors niya po is 2 times 3 times 2 times x times x times y times y times y times y times y. Then prime factors of negative 30, x to the 4th power, y squared is equal to negative 5 times 3 times 2 times x times x times x times x times y times y. Next, kukunin po natin yung mga magkakaparehas. Ang magkakaparehas po dito sa taas, then sa baba, kukunin po natin. So magkaparehas 3, 2, x, x, y, y. Then we need to simplify. So 3 times 2 is equal to 6. Then x times x is equals to x squared. Then y times y is equal to y squared. So our GCF it will be 6x squared, y squared. Okay po? Then yung natira po dito, yun na po yung nasa loob po ng parenthesis po natin. 2 times y times y times y. Then we need to simplify. Tatlo po yung y po natin, magiging 2y raised to the third power. Okay po? Then negative 5 times x, it will become 5 times x squared. So our final answer, it will be GCF po muna natin, lagay po natin, then yung natira po, ilalagay po natin sa loob ng parentheses. So 6x squared, y squared, times the quantity of 2y raised to the third power, kasi tatlo po yung natira ng y, minus 5x squared, kasi dalawa po yung x na natira po dito. Ito po, dalawang x po yung natira. Then 5. Okay po? Then proceed po tayo. So another example, our given is 8a squared bc squared minus 24a to the third power b squared c plus 16ab squared c to the third power. So we need to find the prime factor of the first and second and the third term po natin. So kailangan po, lahat po ng number natin na ipa-factor po natin dito is a kind of a prime numbers. So, unahin po muna natin yung number 8 or whole number 8. So, prime factors niya po, it will become 2 times 2 times 2. Then, a squared is equal to a times a. Then, b po natin, lagay na lang po natin dito kasi nag-iisa na lang po siya. Then, c squared is times c times c. Okay po? Then, negative 24. So, negative 24 prime factors niya pa is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times negative 3. Para maging negative 24 po yung sagot po natin. Negative 3 po ito ha. Times tatlong A po natin. 1, 2, 3. Then dalawang letter B. 1, 2. Then isang letter C. Then ganoon din po gagawin natin sa 16. So prime factors of 16 is equals to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Then isang A. Then dalawang letter B. So times B times B. Times C times C times C. Then kukunin po natin lahat na magkakaparehas. So 2, 2, 2, A, B, and C. Then kukunin po natin yung final answer natin or GCF na tinatawag po natin. So 2 times 2. So ito na po yun. 2 times 2 times 2 is equal to 8. Then A, B, C po natin. Hindi na po natin siya mas-simplify. So our GCF, it will become 8ABC. Okay po? Then yung natira po dito is simplify po natin para malagay po natin sa loob. So yung una, nasa taas, ito po yung first term po natin. Pangalawa, second term. Then yung pangatlo, ito po yung last term po natin. So our first term na nasa loob ng parenthesis is AC. Okay po. Then our second term, negative 3, dalawang A at isang B. So negative 3, A squared and B. Okay po. Then our third term or the last term, it will become 2, isang B, dalawang C. So 2B, C squared. So our final answer, it will become GCF, tapos yung natira po. Okay po? So 8ABC times the quantity of AC minus 3A squared B plus 2BC squared. So, ganun lang din po yung gagawin po natin sa number 4. So, letter B. Another topic po natin is about factoring by difference of 2 squared. So, pag ganito po yung equation po natin, A squared minus B squared. So, our factor, it will become the quantity of A plus B times the quantity of A minus B. Okay po. So, the difference of the square of 2 terms can be factored as the sum of difference of their square root. So number 1, there must be 2 terms, both which are perfect squared. Then the operation between 2 terms is subtraction. So step in factoring by difference of 2 squared. So step number 1 po natin, decide the 4 terms have anything in common called the greatest common factor. If so, factor out the GCF. Do not forget to include GCF as a part of your final answer. So step 2, every difference of square problem can be factored as follows. So a squared minus b squared is equal to, kung nasa taas po kanina, the quantity of a plus b times the quantity of a minus b, or a minus b times the quantity of a plus b. So all you need to do is to factor these type of problems to determine what numbers of square will produce the desired result. So then step 3, determine if the remaining factors can be factored or can be simplified. So for example, we need to factor the following. So x squared minus 36. So our first term, which is x squared, is equal to x times the quantity of the second power. So the first term is a perfect square. Tama po ba? Then 36 is equal to the quantity of 6 raised to the second power. So the second term is a perfect square. So proceed po tayo sa pinaka equation po natin na gagamitin. So magiging x plus 6 multiply with the quantity of x minus 6, or pwede pong baliktad, x minus 6 times the quantity of x plus 6. Okay po. Then ganun din po yung gagawin po natin sa number 2. So, okay. Balik tayo sa number 2 para next example po natin. So, example number 2, we have 4x squared minus 81. So, step 1, kung anong ginawa po natin sa example number 1, ganun din po yung gagawin po natin sa example number 2. So, decide if 4 terms have anything in common. Call the greatest common factor. If so, factor out the GCF. Do not forget to include GCF as a part of your final answer. In this case, the two terms only have one common, which is no help, or which is 4x squared minus 81. So step 2, we need to factor this problem into the form of a plus b minus a minus b. So you need to determine what square will equal to 4x squared and what square will equal to 81. In this case, the choices are 2x and 9 because 2x times 2x is equal to 4x squared. Tama po ba? Then 9 times 9 is equal to 81. So kanina po yung topic po natin is prime factorization. Kailangan po yung mga number po natin na gagamitin is a prime numbers. So dito po kahit anong numbers na po. So it will become 2x plus 9 times the quantity of 2x minus 9. So we need to determine if any of the remaining factors can be factored further. In case they cannot be factored, so the final answer is 2x plus 9 times the quantity of 2x minus 9. Pero pag pwede pa po natin siya i-factor, ipapactor pa po natin siya. Or pwede din pong baliktad. 2x minus 9 times the quantity of 2x plus 9. Then ganyan din po yung gagawin po natin sa example number 3 at example number 4. So another topic is all about factoring a quadratic trinomial. If the trinomial is the form of x squared plus bx plus c is not a perfect square trinomial, then this can be factored by choosing two numbers with product c and sum d. The two numbers may be both positive, both negative, and one may be positive and the other is negative. So the formula used is x squared plus b plus c. So gagamitin po natin dito is reverse FOIL. Dahil alam niyo na po yung ibig sabihin ng FOIL, hindi ko na po uulitin. So mentally work backwards from what we know about FOIL. This work best for this simple case, when a is equal to 1, it is a lot harder when a is not equal to 1. So in reverse FOIL, so step number 1 po natin, we need to list the factor of c. Then step number 2, if the sign of c is positive, the sign of the binomial are the same. If C is positive, then the sign are positive. The sign are positive, rather. If C is negative, the sign are negative. We want the factor that add up to B. Step 3, if the sign is C, negative, one of the binomial will be a positive sign, and the other will be negative. We want the factor that subtract to make B. We are still adding, but since they both have positive sign, we have essentially be subtracting. It's the importance to consider the sign when we add this number of different sign. So for example, we have x squared plus 5x plus 6. So we need to factor x squared plus 5x plus 6. So himay-himayin po muna natin. So kunin po natin yung a, b, and c po natin. So a po natin, ito po yung first term po natin, which is x squared. Kukunin lang po natin yung constant. Then yung second term po natin, ito po yung b po natin. Then last term or third term, ito po yung letter c po natin. Kukunin lang po natin yung constant. So dahil sa x squared, meron po siyang divisible by 1, automatic, a is equal to 1. Then letter b po natin, constant niya is equal to 5. Then letter c is equal to 6. Then back po tayo sa pinaka-step po natin. So step 1, we need to list the factor of c. So c po natin is equal to 6. So alamin po natin yung factor ng c po natin. So factor ng c po natin is 6 times 1, negative 6 times negative 1, 3 times 2, then negative 3 times negative 2. So kailangan daw po, yung kukunin daw po natin factor is yung 10 nito is equal sa letter b po natin, which is 5. So pag 6 times 1 daw po, positive 7. Yung 7 po is not equal to 5. So hindi po natin kukunin tong 6 times 1. Pag negative 6 times negative 1, negative 7 naman po yung 10 nila. So hindi pa rin po sila equal sa letter B po natin, which is positive 5. Pag 3 times 2, naman po, kukunin po natin, pag kinuha po natin yung sum niya, is equal to 5. So 5 is equal sa letter B po natin. Ibig sabihin, yung factor po na kukunin po natin is yung 3 times 2. So since the product of 3 times 2 is equal to 6, which is equal to C po natin, which is 6, and the sum of 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, which is equal to B, yung B po natin. Then the factored form of x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to x plus 3 times the quantity of x plus 2. Okay po. So another example para maintindihan po natin. So we need to factor x squared plus 6x minus 6. So our solution, it will become a is equal to 1 kasi may divisible by 1 po tayo dito. So b is equal to 6. Then c is equal to negative 16. So una po natin gagawin, kailangan po natin hanapin yung factor or mga factors ng negative 16. So factor ng negative 16 po natin, 16 times negative 1, negative 16 times 1, negative 4 times 4, 8 times negative 2, negative 8 times 2. Pero po, kailangan po, yung factor po na ginamit po natin, yung 10 ng dalawang numbers is equal sa letter B po natin, which is 6. So pag 16 times 1 times negative 1 rather, makukuha po natin sum is equal to positive 15. So hindi po natin siya kukunin. So yung kukunin po natin, yung 8 times negative 2. Kasi pag kinuha po natin yung sum niya, 8 plus negative 2 is equal to positive 6. So ito po yung kukunin po natin factors. Since the product of 8 and negative 2 is negative 16, which is equal to C. And the sum of 8 and negative 2 is equal to 6, which is equal to letter B. Then the factored form of x squared plus 6x minus 16 is equal to x plus 8 multiplied by the quantity of x minus 2. Okay po. Ganun lang din po yung gagawin natin sa example number 3 at example number 4. So another topic is all about trinomial with leading coefficient other than 1. So our equation, it will become ax squared plus b plus c. So by trial and error method, our step 1, we need to choose the factor of the first and third terms. Then step 2, we need to find out the cross product of this factor will give sum equal to the middle term. So parang tulad din po ng ginawa po natin kanina. Kailangan po ng sum po na gagamitin po nating factor is equal sa letter B po natin. So if so, then the two binomials whose product is equal to the given trinomial. So for example, we need to factor 15x squared plus 2x minus 8. So factor na 15x squared po natin is equal to 5x times 3x. Then factor na negative 8 is equal to 4 times negative 2 po ito ha, negative 2. Then cross multiplication po natin, 5 times negative 2 is equal to negative 10. Ito po. Then 3x times 4 is equal to positive 12. Then kukunin po natin yung sum po nilang dalawa. So negative 10 plus positive 12x is equal to 2x. So our final answer, it will become, dahil yung 2x po is equal po sa letter B po natin. Diba? Sabi kong pag equal daw po yun sa letter B po natin, ito po yung gagamitin natin factor. So our final answer, it will become 5x plus 4 times the quantity of 3x minus 2. Negative 2 po, negative 2 to ha. Kung malilito, nagkamali na ng type. So our final answer, it will become 5x plus 4 times the quantity of 3x minus 2. Pero pag hindi po 2x yung lumabas, kailangan po mag-isip po tayo ng another factor po natin. Kailangan makuha po natin yung letter B po natin, which is 2x. So another example po natin, we need to factor 3x squared plus 7x plus 2. So the factor of 3x squared is equal to 3x times x. Then the factor of 2 is equal to 1 times 2. Then cross multiplication po natin, 3x times 2 is equal to 6x. Tama. So 1 times x is equal to x. Dahil sabi po natin, any number multiplied by x is equal to the number itself or the variable itself. Then we need to find the sum. So 6x plus x is equal to 7x. So titignan po natin yung 7x kung equal po siya sa letter B po natin. Pag equal po, ito po yung gagamitin po nating factor. Pero pag hindi po siya equal, mag-iisip po tayo ng another number para i-factor. So 7x. So 7x is equal po sa letter B po natin. Ibig sabihin, ito po yung factor niya po. So proceed po tayo sa final answer po natin. So final answer, it will become 3x plus 2 times the quantity of x plus 1. Okay po. Then ganyan din po yung gagawin natin sa number 3. So next topic po natin, letter D, sum and difference of two cubes. So our equation will becomes a cube plus b cube is equals to a plus b times the quantity of a squared minus ab plus b squared. Or, pag negative naman po, a cube minus b cube is equal to the quantity of a minus b times the quantity of a squared plus ab plus b squared. So, pag ganito po yung equation nyo po, ito po yung dapat na magiging sagot nyo po. Pag ganito naman po, pag addition naman po, ito po yung magiging dapat na sagot ninyo. So may step po tayo na dapat sundin. So step in factoring sum and difference of two cubes. So step 1, decide of two terms have anything in common, called the greatest common factor. So pag meron naman po, we need to factor out the GCF. Do not forget to include the GCF as the part of your final answer. And get cube root of the first term, then the second term, to get the binomial factors. Then step 3, to get the first term of the trinomial factor, square the first term of the binomial factor. So step 4, next we need to multiply the terms of binomial factors to create the last term of the trinomial factors. Sign are opposite. So finally, we get the square of the second term of the binomial to create the last term of that trinomial. So for example, para lalo po natin maintindihan. So we need to factor x cubed plus 27. So our solution, it will become x cubed plus 27 is equal to a cubed. Unahin po muna natin, gagawin po natin parehas na cube po yung first and second term po natin. Dahil naka-cube na po yung first term po natin, hindi na po natin siya babaguhin. So x raised to the third power is equal also to x raised to the third power. Then 27 po natin, kailangan po natin gawing cube root. Okay? Or raised to the third power. So mag-isip po tayo ng number. So number na equal to 27 raised to the third power is equal to 3 raised to 3. So 3 raised to 3 is equal to the 27. Then we need to factor out. So proceed po tayo sa pinaka-formula po natin. Pag ganito na po yung equation po natin, ito na po yung magiging sagot po natin. Tanggalin po natin yung exponent nilang 3. So x plus 3. Then we need to, sa step po natin, double lang po natin yung x. Then change po natin yung operation which is subtraction. Then 3 times x is equals to 3x. Then 3 times 3, we need to double the second term which is 3. 3 times 3 is equals to 9. So our final answer to become x plus 3 times the quantity of x squared minus 3x plus 9. Okay po? So, ganun din po yung gagawin po natin sa number 2. So, we need to factor 125 m cubed minus n3. So, kailangan po itong 125, kailangan po natin siyang gawing exponent yung 3 or magkaroon siya ng exponent na 3. Pero equal pa rin siya sa 125. So, magiging number po natin, 125 is equal to 5 raised to 3. So, 5 raised to 3 is equal to 125. Then, m cube, automatic. Cube na siya, hindi na po natin siya gagalawin. Minus 3 n cube. So, n cube din na po natin siya gagalawin. So, balik po tayo sa pinaka-equation po natin. So, our answer, it will become 5m minus n times the quantity of 25 m squared plus 3mn plus n squared. Okay po? Ida-double lang po, ita-times lang po natin ito sa 2, yung 5m. Ay, 5m times 5m pala rather. So 5m times 5m is equal to 25 m squared. Okay po? Plus 3mn plus n squared. Balik po tayo sa pinaka-step po natin. Then last topic po natin, factoring by group. So to factor complicated expression, follow this step. So step 1, group the terms of polynomials. Step 2, use any method of factoring. Step 3, take note that if the group of terms is proceed by a negative sign, change the sign of the terms inside the grouping symbol. So for example, we have 2c times the quantity of a minus b plus d times the quantity of a minus d. Okay po? I-regroup po natin dahil magkaparehas po yung quantity po natin which is a minus d. Pagsasama na po natin siya. Okay po? A minus b, nasa first term po natin siya. Then yung 2c po natin at d po natin, pagsasamahin din po natin. So 2c plus d, ito na po siya sa second term po natin. So our answer, it will become a minus b or the quantity of a minus b times the quantity of 2c plus d. So another example para maunawaan po natin. We need to factor bx plus dy plus 2hx plus 2hy. So una po natin gawin, himay-himayin po muna natin. So magiging bx plus by plus 2hx plus 2hy. So lagyan po natin ng parentheses para hindi po tayo malito. So bx plus by plus the quantity of 2hx plus 2hy. Then aalamin po natin yung factor nilang dalawa. So factor po ng bx plus by is equals to b times the quantity of x plus y. Then factor po ng 2hx plus 2hy is equal to 2h times the quantity of x plus y. Dahil may parehas na po tayong variable, pagsasamahin na po natin yung x plus y. So magiging factor po natin is x plus y or the quantity of x plus y plus yung natira po natin na b plus 2h. So our final answer, it will become x plus y times the quantity of b plus 2h. Okay ba? So that's our lesson for today. God bless, thank you, and goodbye.